if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and... So...
I have nothing against China. I just hate that their leaders are so much smarter than our leaders. 2016, we will not be the world leader anymore. We have been always. But in 2016, China becomes the great economic leader.
Even if Mitt Romney is elected, he says that
maybe you can turn it around.
Well, do you think he can turn it around?
I think we can.
Do you think Mitt Romney can turn it around?
I think he can.
As a line of clothing. Now, where were these made?
These were made, I don't know where they were made, but they were made someplace. But they're great. It's ties, shirts, cufflinks, everything sold at Macy's, and they're doing great. #1 selling tie anywhere in the world.
#1 selling tie anywhere in the world. You wouldn't wear that shirt?
We also have them in white and beautiful white.
Where are the shirts made? Bangladesh.
Well, it's good.
Okay.
We employ people in Bangladesh.
Ties? Where are the ties made?
Have to work
These are beautiful ties.
They are great ties.
The ties are made in where? China? Ties are made in China.
I'll tell you, and you know what, David, in all fairness, I've been very open about that, and not all of them, by the way, but I've been very open about that. Are you okay? Is the
no,
chair
I'm
was
fine.
Made in China.
Yeah, I know.
The chair was made in China.
The chair was made in China.
You buy that at Macy's, by the way.
Let's just shut down the Donald Trump factory in Beijing.
I would love to.
And we'll put up a tie factory in Jamaica, Queens.
I love it.
And we'll make the Donald Trump ties.
So I give this little speech, like, you gotta get men, you gotta bring the men, you gotta, like, buy the tickets. Like, went to Indiana Jones and Jaws and every movie that Steven Spielberg's ever made, and by the way, he's never made a movie with a female lead. Sorry, Steven. I don't mean to call your ass out, but it's true. The color purple, thank you. Okay, I'm wrong.
I want to tell you, and this book is a crazy bestseller. How many weeks have been on the bestseller list?
6 months on a bestseller list.
Now, see, here's what breaks my heart about this, because in my mind, I think of you as a goon. But then when you look at this picture, look at how sweet and adorable that kid is, and it breaks my heart because I have a sweet, adorable kid like that, and I think, oh, great, what if he too becomes a goon? You know?
Do you want me to respond to any of this? Or?
No.
Okay.
Well, as I said, I don't judge people on their surnames, but certainly I do make a very quick decision based on their first names. And there's a whole bunch of first names that I don't like. I don't like footballers' names. I don't like names after seasons of the year. I don't like geographical location names, celebrity names, things like Apple, things like, you know, Tilly Fizz or Jolly Apple, whatever they've decided to call their crazy.
Poppy.
My child's called Poppy.
Yes.
It's a flower.
Well, it's a flower.
A geographical, seasonal.
No.
Not like Latin.
Poppy's quite
You should
jolly.
call it to the Latin name for Poppy. That would have been really posh.
Interestingly, though, other people have criticised me for calling her Poppy because they say Poppy's a naughty name.
So
our parents do criticise
what about
each other.
geographic stuff?
Geographic. Oh, so Brooklyn or London.
Your child's called India.
Yes, but you know, that's because it's not related to a location. That's because it's
India
related
isn't
to
a location?
Family. No.
We're talking about education?
India's a very, very lovely name for a very lovely child.
I'm not saying Rob has massive teeth, but rumour has it they mark a prehistoric burial ground. When Rob got married, his wife wanted to ride a horse-drawn carriage to the church, but decided against it so as not to confuse the photographer.
Do you know Pythagoras' theorem to the nearest 5 decimal places?
Do you?
What's your favourite colour?
Do you?
Colour.
Do you know the Pythagoras theorem to the
I do
nearest
actually,
5 decimal places?
3.147 is certainly the first 4 digits.
So,
Oh no, that's pi!
Pythagoras theorem is like a triangle.
A snake charger that automatically plugs into your car when you get home.
This looks a little wrong, you know.
Is that thing going to attack me in my sleep?
I wouldn't, for the prototype at least, I would recommend not dropping anything when you're near it.
But do you want right now, do you want the United States to win in Iraq?
First of all, I don't.
It's an easy question. If you don't want the United States to
It's
win
not
in
easy
Iraq,
for me because I'm thoughtful. How about that? That was a good one.
You tweet very amusingly.
I wish you did. I mean, in the middle of the commercial break, I want your viewers to know, I mean, they must know because they're probably following you on Twitter. I mean, you can't even pay attention for 60 seconds. You're a terrible interviewer.
Well, you just weren't keeping my attention. That's
Well,
more
but
an issue
that's
for you
not
than
my
me.
problem.
Well, it is your problem.
This is your show. You have to pay attention to the guests that you invited on your
If
show.
they're interesting enough.
Yeah, they are. Listen, it doesn't matter how interesting I am. You signed up for
Of course
this
it
job.
does.
Well, maybe that's why your job is coming to an end.
Up your stand.
You're all right.
I'm sound, yeah.
Good, good.
That's what I think of you.
Really?
Like
You
that.
think me a small penis? Well, I never.
Like, do you have to know all the movies? Is that
I've watched some of them.
Yeah.
You know, some of them.
any clunkers? Anything you like? You don't like?
You know, they're good. There's some good ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you trying to get me to say, man?
Well, any clunk.
I mean, they're
any
all
ones you
better than my movies. You know?
Well, that goes without saying. But anything.
Hey, you did a movie too.
I know. No, I did a lot
Hey,
of
your
bad
movie
movies.
went straight to audio.
It is an honour to be here in a room full of what I consider to be the most important people on the planet. Actors. They're just better than ordinary people, aren't they? We all know that. Imagine a world without actors. Oh, God, it doesn't bear thinking about it. Imagine if they ever went on strike. Oh, what would we do? You couldn't replace them. You couldn't replace them with any other profession, lawyers or doctors. Can you imagine a real surgeon doing what Hugh Laurie does in-house? It would be pathetic. He'd be all over the place. We're going, oh, where do I stand? How's my American accent? What's my lines? You know, Hugh, with the aid of coaches and stuff, can eventually learn his lines while saving lives. He's a genius. How could you replace Kiefer Sutherland in 24? I'd love to see a real anti-terrorist agent try and defuse a bomb in a busy train station in 1 hour. Some of those scenes, by the way, where Kiefer grabs someone and beats them to a pulp, they weren't even in the script. The director just said, keep rolling, we'll work it into the... But actors aren't just loved here in Hollywood, they are loved the world over, because they're recognisable. You can be anywhere. You could be in the third... world, okay, and you get a glimpse of a Hollywood star, and it makes you feel better, okay? You could be a little child, a little Asian child, with no possessions and no money, but you see a picture of Angelina Jolie, and you think, oh, Mummy. you. Let's get on with it before NBC replace me with Jay Leno.